This is Woodstock Academy Live.
Today's game is brought to you by Busquets Appliances and Danielson and Willimantic. The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Girardi Insurance Services. The Mansion at Bald Hill.
Jewett City Savings Bank with offices in Brooklyn, Dayville, Plainfield, Preston, Putnam, Pawcatuck, and Jewett City. Member FDIC.
And O'Contrabar Productions, LLC.
That one's popped up in the air towards left. Coming on strong is Waterman. Dives, does not make the catch. It's actually Joey Gould who sends it in. 1 run is home. 2 runs are home. Both Grist and Nason. Winds up and delivers. McKeon bounces it up to Dalton, who sends it over. Now to Patone, to Gronsky into the middle. Bundy right into the block of Brewer and puts it down, and the kill for Bundy. Facey Rawson on the ball to Leah Costa. Costa trying to break through. Costa shot and a goal for Leah Costa. Now Prevail's going to chase this one down. They loses the football, picked up by the Centaurs and trotted in. Woodstock Academy touchdown. Angel Quick goes for the shoot. Yeah, he got the 3-pointer quickly. Angel really going after it.
Yeah, burst of energy right off the bat.
Always got the split on
This is OJ on it. And Wolf in and a goal from Mia OJ. Into the center portions of the ice comes Landon Murdoch. He sends it in and a goal got under the pads of Splinard. And we welcome you to the Jan Ice Rink here at the Pomfret School for yet another hockey broadcast, this time with the Woodstock Academy girls. A good Saturday to everybody. A good, afternoon now. Mark Allard, Dan Vogt, Brad O'Connor from O'Contrabar Productions joining us today as well from the Jan Ice Rink. Cold outside, not much warmer inside. Dan Vogt is not used to this. He's used to, he's used to the basketball and, once in a while a cold football game, maybe. But you got to get used to this.
It's a good shock to the system, Mark, and it's a little different energy doing a hockey game, so I like that.
There is a little bit of a different energy, no question about that. The Centaurs, of course, a co-op program involving basically the entire Eastern Connecticut Conference. Guess what? They're playing Southwest United, which is basically the entire Southwest Conference.
Yeah, some territorial teams, as we often see with hockey, so it'll be an interesting matchup.
Well, some of the teams that are represented today on the Southwest United side, Massac, Joel Barlow, Bunnell, Fairchild Wheeler, which I think is a private. Let's see here. New Milford, Pomperog, Laurelton Hall. Massac, I think we mentioned, of course. Massac is the host school. Weston, Newtown, Stratford. That's it. That's all.
That's it.
That's all. There's how many double L schools in there? Quite a few. And, of course, with Woodstock Academy, we have Stonington, East Lyme, Killingly, Waterford. Let's see here if there's anybody else I am missing. NFA. So you got a few schools represented from the Eastern Connecticut Conference here. A bunch of schools from Southwest.
Yeah, different schools and different towns as well. Yep.
Exactly. Meanwhile, if you look at the results so far, Southwest United 2-0 coming into this game. They beat Trumbull by a score of 2-1. Take that same score and repeat it against West Haven, and you have a 2-0 Southwest United team. Now, again, we don't know much about them. They come from as far away as you can get from here with still being in Connecticut, because they're down in the southwest corner. We're up in the northeast corner.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little tougher in hockey to kind of look at the matchups on paper and stuff and figure out where you're going to get, but it should be a good game either way.
Centaurs, of course, coming in with a 0-2 record. Both of their games relatively close. The first one, a 1-0 loss to Greenwich here a week ago in their season opener at the Jan Ice Rink. And then just on Wednesday, they lost to Amity Regional. The game that they were in, it was a 2-1 game in the first period. Amity Regional scored the last two in the second and third periods, thus the 4-1 win for the Amity Regional team over the Centaurs. But like everything else, although this team hasn't lost a lot from a year ago, the Centaurs have only lost two players, Sophia Govea and Juliet Hammer. I say that, but those are two big losses.
Yeah, they're one of their best defensive player and their best offensive player. Two key losses, but only two players gone, as you mentioned.
So a lot of players back. Sophia Govea was the all-time offensive leader in goals scored for the Centaurs. Macy Karate may surpass her this year. And, of course, Juliet Hammer was just that, the hammer on the defensive end, and they really need to find help. And for that reason, they've moved Ellery Sampson more into a defensive than offensive role.
Yeah, they do, and they also have a very solid goalie that is going to help out and hopefully keep the other teams down. It's just a matter of scoring goals, finding a way to put the puck in the net for the Centaurs. I think that'll be key today and for the whole season.
And right now, they only have that one goal all year. Lucy Trudeau owns that goal for the Centaurs. So that's kind of the overview, if you will, of where we're at. We're welcoming you into this broadcast. Should be a lot of fun to do. We'll be here all afternoon long. Also give you some updates from the Woodstock Academy game up out in East Haven, the boys hockey game, that is. And if we have time, some wrestling as well. Lots of things going on. Indoor track is even, they're down at 4 o'clock down in New London at the Coast Guard Academy for an ECC developmental meet. So lots of things happening on this first day of winter break. And we're working.
We're still working, yeah.
What's winter break mean anyway? Got to have some fun, no question about it. We're going to be turning it over to Woodstock Academy Athletic Director Sean Saucier and our starting lineups.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Jan Rink at Pomfret School for today's ice hockey game featuring the Southwest United Co-op and your hometown Woodstock Academy Co-op. The Woodstock Academy and the CIAC have pledged to make our athletic events an enjoyable and safe environment for all fans, players, and officials involved in the contest. Therefore, the Woodstock Academy expects that all of our fans will refrain from the use of profanity, abusive cheers, or the taunting of any player, coach, or official. We thank you for your cooperation, and we thank you for helping to create a positive high school athletic environment. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, the visitors from Southwest United. In the center, number 25, Peyton Salerno. On the wing, number 3, Kira Bryant. On the wing, number 12, Carly Leventakos. A defender, number 23, Carly Thompson. Another defender, number 10, Allie Leonard. And in goal for Southwest United, number 1, Jen Velke. Southwest United is coached by Ms. Carly Bokina. And now the starting lineups for the Woodstock Academy Co-op. From Woodstock Academy, a captain, number 8, Ellery Sampson. On the wing from Woodstock Academy, number 19, Grace Leskall. On the wing from East Lyme High School, number 23, Avery Carnes. Playing defense from East Lyme High School, number 5, Sophia Bonner. A defender from Woodstock Academy, number 21, Lucy Trudeau. And in goal this afternoon from Stonington High School, number 1, Josie Hatch. The Centaurs are coached by Eric Roy, assisted by Jeff Boschka and Kim Shepard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you please rise if you are able, move your headwear and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And with the playing of our national anthem, it leaves me just one question for Dan Vogt, and that is, are you ready for some hockey on this Saturday?
I am ready, Mark. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's have some fun today, and let's hopefully both girls' teams have fun as well on the Jan Ice Rink here. Already I've been made a liar out of, as Ellery Sampson is starting at center today. Not on the defensive end, although I have a feeling you might see her get back behind the blue line a few times today.
Yeah, she did have 13 assists last year, and they're looking for some offense.
Yep.
So
3 goals, I think, 13 assists. So why not? I mean, you got to, if you need that offense and you're not getting enough, you move whatever you can and you make adjustments. And again, when Eric Roy said that was at the beginning of the season, it was probably the desired thought, but maybe not the realistic one. Some young Grace Lescault starting at one wing with Avery Carnes on the other. So there is your starting front row, if you will. They do have 4 lines.
you have some depth, yep.
Which is a very big deal when you're in hockey,
we
because
talked about that last year as well.
we remember the fatigue factor in the third period when the Centaurs kind of faded away. They're trying to avoid the fatigue factor this year. So Sampson will be at center, getting ready to face off against Peyton Salerno from the Southwest United squad. And there is no mascot for Southwest United. That is what they are, Southwest United. So I guess we could use it interchangeably. Southwest or United or Southwest United. Works for me. Puck is down and underway here at the Jan Ice Rink as the Centaurs, and that one popped up into the bench area. So it should be a face-off just outside the blue line, if I'm right. Or actually, it will be, because it was inside the blue line, it'll be just to the left, or right, I should say, of Josie Hatch. We'll just redo it a little bit closer. Puck goes down to the backside boards. Worked around, picked up by the Centaurs briefly. That one goes to the left side of Hatch, well wide. No real shot on the play. Salerno was trying to get after it. They get it back into the blue line and over into the neutral zone, where it is retrieved out there by Carly Levantakos. Back the other way and back to the backside boards. Chased down by Sophia Bonner. Bonner sends it around the far side boards. Picked up there by the Centaurs, and coming through there, I think, is Bonner, and indeed it is. Bonner, the defense person, trying to get something happening down there, back along the backside boards, all the way around to the near side. Southwest United trying to get it out of their own end, and the Centaurs trying to bottle it up a little bit. A lot of bodies in there, slapped back the other way by Lucy Trudeau. Be picked up by Southwest United. That got past to both, and now it's Lescott was trying to get onto it, and Southwest United does. First change of the game as Summer Discordia comes on for the Centaurs. Kept in by Lescott briefly, comes back out. And we have a Lescott almost joining us here in the penalty box.
But stumble there.
Yeah, stumbled right our way.
Woodstock kept it in the zone there for a while, but really nothing materialized.
Face-off just outside the blue line. Summer Discordia does so for the honors for the Centaurs against fellow number 11, Hannah Newman. Puck just kind of wobbled over to the near side boards where it's tied up yet again. There's a bunch of bodies on that puck right now. Finally out to the neutral zone is picked up there by the Centaurs as they shovel it the other way with Mia Auger. Back behind the net are Southwest United. Trying to get through there. Puck moves around. Southwest United trying to get it out of their own end right now, and they are successful in getting it back to the neutral zone. Here comes Hannah Newman. Sends it up the ice, back behind the net. Picked up on the far side by Southwest. At the point, they send it deflected up into the air. Josie Hatch watches that one wobble back behind her. Little conflict behind the net now. One Southwest United player, two Centaurs, a centering pass that could have been dangerous, but it eluded everyone. Back behind the net. Centaurs trying to get it out of their own end this time. Both teams, I think, kind of feeling each other out is the best way of putting it.
I would agree.
Kenny Morgan out there for Southwest United. That's right into the glove of Josie Hatch, who keeps it aside, and that'll be our first shot and save. Yeah. And it'll go to Southwest. Face off to the left side of Hatch. Puck is down, picked up there by the Centaurs. B-Man Freddie, I think, behind the net. Back out to the point. Sent back the other way by Hannah Emerito. Back behind the net, Hatch guarding her post. Right in front, and Hatch has to cover up another one, this time off the stick of number 6, Ava Jones.
A little bit of a threat right there. Avery Nielsen did a good job tying her up. She just couldn't really get a shot off.
Face off to the right side of Hatch. Puck is down. It goes back to the boards. Back behind the net again. Picked up there by the Centaurs. And we go the other way. Back into the neutral zone briefly. Ava Jones, watch that puck go by her. The Centaurs able to try to send it back into the southwest zone. Back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by the Centaurs briefly. Avery Nielsen was on it. Now B-Man Freddie is on it as well, but here comes Southwest United on the pick, but they got the pocket pick by Sophia Bonner. As Allison Leonard was trying to get it up the ice, and Sophia Bonner said, nope, you're not going to do that. Velke will watch this one come out down her way as it's picked up by Carly Thompson. Back behind the net, Centaurs try a pass right in front to Sampson, but that was deflected before it got to Velke. Picked up there by Southwest United. Up the ice they go, far side boards, check into the boards by the Centaurs, Sampson. And that might be a call going against, I think it would be against Southwest, or against the Centaurs, probably.
Check there.
Yeah. Going to call the boarding against Grace Lescott. So our first visitor into the penalty box. $11:15 left to go here in the opening period. No score between the Centaurs and Southwest United. Back along the backside boards, comes out to the point, sent in by Southwest on the power play. The Centaurs able to intercept, and we're going the other way. Avery Carnes with the puck, 1-on-2, leaves it behind. Picked up by the Southwest United team, Allison Leonard. Got it back over to Hannah Newman. Newman on the puck, brings it up the ice, trying to reset things a little bit. That one got deflected, popped up into the air. Centaurs pick it up, back onto Newman's stick. Newman's shot might have been turned aside by Hatch with the foot on the kick save, if you will, on that one. That one rolled harmlessly in front. Picked up again by Newman. But here come the Centaurs. They just want to get it out of their own end, and they will. They wave off the icing, of course. Do it being a power play. And back to get it will be Southwest United. Trying to set something up coming out of their own end. Have a little help there, and they missed the puck almost just over the blue line. Now picked up by them. Brooke McCoy tries to work it into the middle. Picked up, sent in. Hatch has to catch that one off the stick. I think of number 16, if I am correct. That would be Kenny Morgan. 18, actually.
Yeah.
Grace Douglas on that one.
Maybe a bit deflected there, and Hatch decided just to hold on to it.
Yep. But it was technically on net.
It was.
Give her a shot, give her a
45
save.
seconds here on the power play.
10 minutes left in the first period. Sent in. Hatch had to turn that one aside. Quickly off the faceoff. Came right at her. Back the other way we go with Z Biondo trying to get after that puck. I will say this, though. Get a little speed back there in Carly Thompson. She knows that she can really kind of move on those skates. So back up the ice they go, back into the neutral zone. That's exactly what the Centaurs need to do to kill that penalty. They just have to send it down the ice. Picked up there by Southwest United into the neutral zone as Grace Lesko is ready to depart the penalty box with 12 seconds left in the penalty. Now under 10. Puck comes loose into the Southwest United end. Picked up there by the Centaurs. They're back to full men.
Grab a
5 on 5. Yep.
Good
Ellery
job killing the
Sampson
penalty.
back on the ice as well for the Centaurs. This one, however, is picked up by Allison Leonard. Leonard shot just wide of Josie Hatch. Picked up there by that was a save by Hatch off a
A
shot.
little bit of an off-speed shot there.
Yep. The knuckleball.
Yep.
Back behind the net, the puck rolls. Picked up there by the Centaurs. Back behind the net is Mia Auger. And then over there, Southwest United trying to keep it in the Woodstock end. It has been kind of even in the respect that the Centaurs have been able to get it down the ice. However, they have not had a shot yet.
If not,
Big hit.
Get right in front of us
Yeah,
here.
Ellery Sampson collided with Josie Pethrick.
Both players went down.
That was a hard shot. As with the puck is number 2, Evangeline Gursky for the Centaurs. Back the other way it goes. Here comes Sophia Bonner. Bonner could not get that one over to her teammate Mia Auger. Kind of slid on through. Southwest picks it up. Far side board. Slapped it, picked up at the point. Sent back in by the Centaurs. Mia Auger on it with the backhand. But back behind the net, Southwest United trying to regroup and going the other way, but right onto the stick, and just not really a great shot there by Olivia Cecilini. Just couldn't get anything on it.
No, and she was in a good spot to get something off right in front.
Instead, she threw a changeup instead of the fastball. That one shot over, actually grabbed out of the air by Velke, and it'll be a face-off for the first time. Not really a save, I don't think. That puck was headed for the back glass. It was on net, I guess. You want to give him?
I think that's a shot, yeah.
All righty. You're easier than I am. 6 shots to 1 right now in favor of Southwest.
Call me a homer.
There you go. Bonner sends it back behind the net. Picked up there by Southwest. And then we have a tie-up along the boards. Everybody trying to fight their way out of that one. Down back to the backside boards. Puck is still loose back there. Centaurs trying to get something, and Southwest sends it right back onto the stick of Z Biondo. Picked up by the Centaurs. They continue to work behind the net. Now they get a centering pass. They just, again...
Yeah, not getting anything on it.
Not getting a lot on it. Lucy Trudeau had a shot from the point, not really the slot. That puck comes right in front, and Velke just covers it up wisely. There's a lot of white jerseys standing around her. We'll give it a shot.
Couple chances there, had a chance to sneak through the 5-hole there. Woodstock has kept puck down in that zone.
6:43 left to go here, opening period. In between periods, Josie Hatch and Z Biondo are going to join us. So a couple of players coming in, a little bit of a change, which is fine by us.
Absolutely.
Talk to the players a little bit. Eric Roy will be around in the second period. Here comes the Centaurs trying to keep it in the neutral zone as Summer Discordia turned on it. Got it over to Macy Karate. The puck goes down in front. Velke just kind of redirects over to her teammate, Carly Thompson. Thompson tries to skate it on out. Ellery Sampson keeps it in. Sends it to the back where Maya Abraham was. Picked up there all the way around the boards. Over on the far side boards now. Sampson ties it up down there with Avery Carnes and a couple of Southwest United players. And Southwest United comes out of there with it. In the neutral zone, trying to skate through was Brooke McCoy. Centaurs trying to keep it out of their own end, but it's kept in there, well, briefly anyway. Southwest United has to get out of there or it'll be offsides. They do wave it off. The fact that she was already retreating.
Yep.
Picked up by Southwest inside the Woodstock end. That puck comes loose back into the neutral zone. Sent up the ice, bounces around a little bit, picked up by the Centaurs. Back behind the net is Ellery Sampson. Skating in and out of there, sends it through. That one might get an icing call out of it.
Yeah, she missed Carnes on the
it didn't touch anybody. Yeah, didn't touch anybody on the way through. So it will be an icing call, and we'll go back the other way. The nice thing for us is, we'll talk about it later, but we're going into hibernation for a couple of weeks, Dan. After this game. So Sampson on the face-off. That puck goes over to the far side, picked up there by the Centaurs. On it was Sophie Sherman, trying to get it out of there, and kind of rolls over to the point, picked up and sent back in. That one, Josie Hatch touched, and it did hit the netting, yeah. So it will be a face-off to the left side of Hatch, off the shot from Hannah Emerito from the point.
Woodstock's controlled the puck a little more. Southwest probably had better opportunities to score so far.
I agree with that. So with the puck are the Centaurs trying to get out of the neutral zone. Picked up there by Southwest United. Trying to get it off of the far side boards is number 2, Hannah Emerito. Emerito brings it around to the near side boards. Kept in by the Centaurs briefly. Picked up there by Summer Discordia. Sends it across the ice. Discordia over to Mia Auger. Here's Auger trying to come in. Auger back behind the net, and then decides to go the other way. Here's a shot and a save by Velke off the stick of Sophia Sherman. Oh, another one in front. That one's going to be a save by Velke as well. That one's in front again. Another shot and another save, I think.
Ooh, get some good opportunities right there.
Yeah. So they had their opportunities there and just could not get anything to sneak in. And there will be a face-off. I think there was a dislodged goal.
I think you're
correct.
The
goal was dislodged down there. And therefore a face-off just to the right side of Velke. Couple of shots on goal for the Centaurs.
Yeah, they've had some opportunities. They've just not really getting firm shots off.
Back behind the net are the Centaurs trying to keep the pressure on Southwest United here. 3:56 left to go in a scoreless first period so far. Back the other way, Southwest United had her pocket picked. Peyton Salerno. The defense for the Centaurs coming through. Centaurs trying to get it out of their own end now. Back behind the net we go. Centaurs send it all the way down the other way. That might be an icing call, and indeed it will be. As Velke just let that one slide by. Wise decision. Now the face-off down by Josie Hatch. Woodstock Academy boys hockey team playing today as well, and in fact they should be getting underway in about a half an hour. They're down in East Haven today at the DeLungo rink, facing an easy opponent, just the defending Division II state champs, that's all. With the puck is Kira Bryant for SWU, I guess you could say. And then a shot that Hatch has to cover up. 8th save of the game for Josie Hatch out of Stonington High School.
Kind of what we expected here today, probably a low-scoring game.
Yep.
Both teams have had a few opportunities, however.
Yes. Couple of shots have been close. That flurry you thought might have produced something, but just wouldn't go for the Centaurs quite yet. Back behind the net we go as Ellery Sampson picks it up. Sampson will bring it down the ice. Sampson brings it back into center, into the neutral zone. Sampson left it behind. Don't think that they were exactly waiting for it. Grace Lesko.
Yeah, tried to drop it off, but she wasn't. They were too close together, I think.
Correct. Sampson back over to Lesko. Lesko's shot saved by Velke. And actually, that was off the stick of number 23, Avery Carnes, on that shot.
Yeah, Sampson just couldn't gather the rebound to get a shot off.
That's Lesko who sends it in. Carnes trying to track it down, but Southwest will get there first. Picked up by the Centaurs, trying to keep it out of their own end, skating after it. Right back behind their own net, but Southwest right with them. Back out to the point. Southwest sends that one back behind the net, comes out in front now, right in front. That one was partially deflected and was a wobbler that went to the left side of Hatch. Over on that far side boards. Here come the Southwest United. They're right on the top from the slot. That one's turned aside off of a shot by number 11, Hannah Newman.
Yeah, both teams have had some good looks today, but neither team able to get a lot of power on
Yeah,
their
they're all
shots.
kind of wobblers.
They are wobblers, yeah, not really crisp shots.
No fastballs at the goalies today.
More some knucklers maybe.
Yep, Macy Karate on the puck. Both players go down. The puck comes loose. Picked up there by Lesko. Tries to get it back over to Karate. Karate back behind the net. Karate sends it back into the middle. Picked up there again. Another partially deflected one on that one from Avery Nielsen. Nielsen looked like she had a shot, and I think a stick got in on it.
Yeah, and a couple times Woodstock's had somebody open in front of the net. They're just not able to deliver the pass.
Avery Nielsen just sends that one to the far side boards, where it is picked up by the Centaurs. B. Manfredi taken away by Southwest on her rush. Back over to the near side. Down on the ground, a couple of players on the ice. Picked up by Southwest. Coming on through is Allison Leonard. Picks it up on the other side. Evangeline Gursky was trying to stop her. Got in her way enough that the Centaurs were able to regain, at least for the time being. Back behind there is Leonard. The puck is now loose back out. Here come the Centaurs as they get it through the neutral zone. It's with Z Biondo. Biondo over on the backside. Down went her defender. Biondo went into the corner where she is tied up at least briefly. Puck comes out. Back behind the net it goes. Southwest tried to clear and failed in doing that. Leonard picks it up. Back to the near side boards we go. 23 seconds left to go here in the first period. That one just sent in, and nice easy catch by Velke. So technically the Centaurs have caught up a lot in shots. It's now a 9-7 advantage
and they've had
for Southwest.
The puck in Southwest end definitely longer than the other way around.
Yeah, longer this maybe the last half. It was basically the first half Southwest dominated, the second half more so the Centaurs have been dominant. That puck slides on through in the final 10 seconds. Chasing it down for the Centaurs was Mia Auger back behind her own net. Under 10 seconds to play here in the first period. Auger, one-man rush, shot, saved by Velke. And that should end and does the first period. Interesting first period, but what we kind of guessed was that it would be kind of a low-scoring contest. Neither team exactly power, an offensive juggernaut. So from that point of view, we have a zip tie as we move to the second period. We're going to be joined by a couple of players, Z Biondo and Josie Hatch, when we return to the Jan Ice Rink right after this.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology. almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Jewett City Savings Bank offers accounts that let you manage, spend, and save money the way you want. Plus, a team of neighbors you can turn to if you have questions or need support. It's the best of both worlds. To learn more or to open an account, visit us at jcsbank.com or stop by your nearest branch. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to the Jan Ice Rink here at the Pomfret School. I'm going to step out of the way. Dan's stepping out of the way so you can see the people who are more important than us, and that being Z Biondo and Josie Hatch from the Woodstock Academy. Centaurs here. Nothing to score between the Centaurs and Southwest United. And Z, first off, as far as this game was concerned, Southwest was giving you some problems early, but you guys played much better in the second part of that first period.
Yeah, I think we were able to control the puck, but I feel like we obviously need to do better of it. I think we're just chucking it up the boards a lot and not finding the open player.
Has that been the case a little bit this year? The offense really has not generated a lot of offense so far.
I feel like we're there, but we just haven't been able to capitalize on the chances we have.
Today, in fact, we were looking at some of the shots, and there weren't many fastballs, if you know what I'm saying. There were more like change-ups and knuckleballs, wobblers that were going over at Velke, the keeper. From that point of view, do you guys just have to get more open looks? I think we just have to shoot it quicker because our 1 second delay is causing them to get on us and take the puck. No question about that. Just talk about the team as a whole right now. You have lost Sofia Govea. You've lost Juliet Hammer. Do you like this team this year? I think we have some good people that came in replace of them. So I think we have someone that's in the making. For sure.
How do you guys feel like the team chemistry's been this year now that you've been with the program for a year? Mostly exactly the same team as last year. Obviously, last couple of plays. How's the team chemistry a little bit better than last year? Now that you know each other a little better?
I think our team chemistry has been a lot better this year. I think in the locker room especially, we talk, we make jokes. It's a great environment to be around. And I think that's kind of reflecting on the ice and our communication on the ice this year.
The co-op is now starting to be in a couple of years. Do you think it's working better because of that? There's some experience now between all the players.
Yeah, I definitely think that the experience of working together and over these past couple of years, because some of these girls have been together for a pretty long time, and I think that's definitely helped our team this year.
You being the goalie, how much does it hurt not having Juliet Hammer out there?
I miss Julie. She was a big contribution to our team last year, and she was a huge help on defense, and we miss her.
I've got to ask, because it takes a different kind of mentality, I think, or focus to be a goalie. Whatever made you want to become a goalie?
When I was little, I always used to watch NHL hockey, and I loved watching the goalies. I would just focus on the goalies on the TV, and I was I want to do that. I want to be a goalie, and I became a goalie.
Been a goalie ever since, I guess, what it comes down to.
What do you think the key is here going into the second period? You've seen them for a period. You know what you're playing up against. What's the key here going out to the second period?
I think we need to possess the puck more, make cross-ice passes, and keep communicating.
I'm good. Same question to you, Z. What do you think? What does the Centaurs have to do here in the second period?
We just got to get rid of the puck faster, but not chucking it. We just got to get passes off quicker and find the open player, doing shoulder checks and stuff a little more.
Do you think once you guys get the offense rolling that things are going to get a lot better right now? Is it almost like the monkey on the back, so to speak? You just got to get the goal in the net.
Yeah, I think once we score, we're going to get into our flow.
And I guess both are from Stonington. You have to come all the way up here to Pomfret. How tough is that every day or every other day, whatever it is, for practice?
Well, shorter than what I normally do for a club, so I'll take it.
Where is your club?
Stanford.
Oh, my gosh. You probably know some of these kids on the ice.
Not this team. I know kids on other teams, though.
Wow. That's interesting. Josie, how about you?
I think getting up here, I mean, it's about an hour drive. It's tough some days, but being at practice makes it all worth it.
There you go. Hey, good luck, both of you, the rest of this game, okay?
Thank you
very much for joining us. Josie Hatch, Z Biondo joining us here in between periods as we are live with you from the Jan Ice Rink at the Pomfret School. Scoreless so far. We'll be back with more right after this.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The Mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the Mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The Mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the Mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquet's, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side by side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at busquetsappliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And right now, there's holiday deals going on at Busquets Appliances, like a Frigidaire 16 cubic foot upright freezer, $6.79. A Mena washer or dryer, just $4.49. How about some television door busters, like a Samsung 32-inch smart TV for $149, or an LG 43-inch smart TV, $249, an LG 75-inch TV. Good to watch the Green Bay Packers tonight. $599 now at Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic. Jan Ice Rink in Pomfret. Zip the score between Woodstock Academy and Southwest United. Our last game for 2 weeks, believe it or not. As we go on a little hibernation, as I said earlier, we'll be broadcasting our next game. You know, we said Josie Hatch and Z Biondo, both from Stonington High School. We're going to be doing the Woodstock Academy girls basketball team playing Stonington High School on January 6th. So that will be our next scheduled broadcast.
That should be a good one too. A lot of evenly matched teams in the ECC for girls basketball. And that should be another good one.
It should be a good one, no doubt about that. And there is a lot of hockey going on. It's kind of interesting. Basketball-wise, there's only one game during the break at home for the Centaurs, and that's on January 3rd.
Okay.
The boys play Wyndham. We're not doing that game. We're doing the next game we'll do for the boys will be against East Lyme. So we've kind of set it up that we get a little break too. Kind of need one in between, but January and February, busy. I will say that. Right here, busy. Zip. 9-8 in shots in favor of Southwest United, but it was close.
Yeah, it was close. And Woodstock shots, they were in really good positions to take those shots and clear looks and just not able to get much on them. And a few times they had players open in front of the net and weren't able to deliver the pass to them.
I liked what Z said. She says, we're a second too slow.
Yeah,
and I kind of agree
with
that.
that. Yep, and a little bit of everything they're doing. The pass is not quite as crisp as they need to be, and the shot's coming a little bit late. But the potential's there. They had the puck down in that zone quite a bit and some open opportunities. So let's hopefully one falls. Like you said, I think they just need to get that one to go, punching up the back type of thing, and then it's going to open up.
Exactly. Sometimes you just got to break the ice. Literally, in this case. And that's what they have to do against Southwest United here. And not only that, I think just for the season as a whole, I think once things start to click, things will get better. But right now, you're pressing to get those goals.
Absolutely. And like they mentioned, their team chemistry is a little bit better. They know each other a little bit better this year, and that's going to help fuel, some momentum once they break through.
So the Centaurs and Southwest United getting ready here for the second period of action. Like we said, the Woodstock Academy boys playing as we speak. That game at 15 minutes away from being as we speak. Anyway, 1 o'clock start down at East Haven High School. The wrestling team right now involved in a match, it's a dual tournament, let's put it that way. So each team battles each other. Killingly, they're down at Killingly High. Stafford is there. Shepherd Hill Regional is there, and Montville is there, as well as the Centaurs and Trailblazers. And then Eastern Connecticut Conference developmental meet for girls and boys indoor track today. So they're getting underway. So lots of things going on here on this Saturday before the holiday.
And your hibernation term, that's no exaggeration. There's going to be some hibernating going on the next couple of weeks, perhaps.
I think there will be. I think a lot of teachers are going into hibernation. Let's put it that way. I think a lot of students are probably going into hibernation as well. There's a joke you could probably put in there.
I almost added a line, but I didn't.
You didn't take the bait.
No.
I threw it out there for you.
Bob might have. I don't know.
Let's see if he hits this one out of the park or not. All set to go. As on the face-off for the Centaurs will be Paige Hinckley. I do believe against Peyton Salerno. Actually, is from number 11, Hannah Newman. And the puck goes back towards the southwest side. Picked up there and shuffled along the far side boards. Picked up there by Brooke McCoy. Back into the neutral zone they work it as the SW team tries to come through into the Woodstock end. And, where the puck went left and she went right. So Hannah Newman couldn't hold on, but the Centaurs do keep it in. The S Southwest does keep it in. And the shot from the point by Maya Abraham is stopped by Josie Hatch.
She kind of just flipped in a soft little shot there.
Yeah, no team has really had that really kind of shot. It's all been kind of little wobblers and knuckleballs and change-ups and whatever baseball analogy you want to use. Face off to the right side of Hatch. Picked up there by Biondo over on the far side boards. Kept in by Southwest United. Biondo trying to fight her way out of it. Cannot. It comes back the other way and picked up there by nice little job there. Reach in by Mia Ogier just to keep it out. And then a shot wide of Josie Hatch. Did that one touch the net?
Must have deflected.
Yeah, it must have deflected.
Yeah, deflected with the net there.
So it will be a face-off. I'm going to give her a shot, though, on that one, as it was. I think Hatch touched it, didn't she?
I thought it might have been the crossbar.
Okay, I think either way it's a shot.
Yep. It was a deflection.
Face-off to the right side of Hatch. Once again, Ellery Sampson out there this time. Southwest manages to keep it in the Woodstock end. Following the face-off, it goes over to the near side boards. Picked up there by Southwest. They flip it back into the Woodstock end. And 4 Centaurs go down to retrieve. Led there by number 21, Lucy Trudeau. Back behind the net. Hatch watches as this one comes loose. Trudeau still fighting for it. Southwest comes up with it, shovels it in front again. Deflected back to the near side. Back out to the point. Puck is still loose. Picked up outside the Blues, outside the offensive end into the neutral zone. And here comes Newman once again. I should say Leonard on the puck. Back behind the net now. Sophia Bonner for the Centaurs. East Lyme High School player. Up into the neutral zone, slapped away, and losing her stick on the play was Avery Carnes. The puck is over on the far side now. Picked up there by Southwest United. Ellery Sampson kind of reaches in. A little collision right in front of us between two players from Southwest United. Puck behind the net. They shovel it back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by the Centaurs. Grace Leskoll trying to get out of her own end. Puck goes up in the air off the stick of Lucy Trudeau. Back into the neutral zone. Sent back in by Leonard. There was Leskoll. Ooh, that puck comes loose at the bad time. Fortunately, the defense recovered. Ava Jones looked like she had a pathway to the net. And nice job by the defense to recover.
Yeah, they've done that a few times today.
That one
each other
goes
out
into the bench area. It'll be a face-off just outside the blue line. Mark Allard, Dan Vogt, Brad O'Connor along with you from O'Conchabar Productions on this Saturday afternoon now here at the Jan Ice Rink. No score between the Centaurs and Southwest United, also known as the Massac Co-op. If you just joined us, they are a collection of Southwest Conference schools, just like Woodstock Academy is a collection of Eastern Connecticut Conference schools. Puck over on those backside boards, being tied up still. Now it comes out from behind the net as they get it behind Velke. Southwest trying to clear it from their own end. Will be successful, I think, in doing so, and indeed they will. Ava Jones back into the neutral zone. Gets tripped up on the play. Kept in by Yelena Jean. Right down in front of us. Yelena Jean still fighting for it. Southwest United, Hannah Emerito comes up to send it off the boards, and it'll go back behind the Centaur net. Picked up there by Woodstock Academy, kept in, or taken out of the zone, I should say, by Olivia Cecilini. Back the other way we go. That was Paige Hinckley on the puck. And now we have a line change. As the puck goes down the other end, this is not that's a tough time for a line change. Fortunately, they got away with it. No real shot even off the stick of Kenny Morgan.
I lost the handle there.
Yeah.
Although Hatch was all over it, I think.
Well, it was going to be one-on-one, let's put it that way, because the line change came in at an inopportune time. And coming through down there was Morgan, and she had the puck all by herself.
She did. She went to Hatch's stick side, but wasn't able to get a shot off.
Back to the neutral zone. Kept in by the Centaurs, or by Southwest, and I think they're going to give it a hand pass here or something to that effect. It'll be a face-off just outside the blue line.
Yeah, Woodstock's done a really good job recovering when United's had a step or two on them.
Through into the middle. Macy Karate. Southwest just says, nope, we're going to turn around and go the other way. Hannah Newman. But here's Mia O'Shea. O'Shea going down the ice along with Summer Discordia. Back behind the net, Southwest United, as Hatch has to keep an eye. Pushed back in by Maya Abraham. This puck is loose down there. Salerno was trying to keep it in, or I should say Carly Thompson. And did that one go into the bench again?
No, it went on goal. Hatch
did it go on goal?
Hatch
Okay.
covered it up, even though there was no one around.
I was looking down and looked up, and all of a sudden I saw the point for the faceoff. So face-off to the left side of Hatch. 10.5 to play here, second period. That was Salerno on the face-off for Southwest United against Paige Hinckley. Picked up there by the Centaurs, trying to get it out of their own end. It will be successful in doing so, at least briefly, before Leonard sends it back in. Picked up there by Levin Tacos. And now the Centaurs able to skate on out with Ellery Sampson. Ellery trying to get out behind the net. Southwest gets in the middle of that, sends it around the boards. Right in front, picked up by Southwest United once again. Poke check. Nice job by the Grace Lescault of the Centaurs, and forces Leonard to go back and retrieve it for Southwest United. Sends it around the boards to Kira Bryant. And again, gets tied up in that corner. Puck comes loose. Southwest cannot get it out of their own end, but a little collision right in front of us. And now we've got a 3-on-1 is right. Leonard with the puck gets by the defense, has to come in on Hatch. Across to the other side. It was stopped by Hatch. Nice job by Hatch to break that up.
Yeah, there was a rebound there, but there was nobody for United there to do
Correct.
anything with it.
Well, I think they were looking more for the pass to the other side, and Hatch grabbed it, I think, before it got there.
Or if the deflection went to the other side, they had a player open.
They did. That puck is back in the neutral zone, sent back in by the Centaurs as they go to the line change once again. Coming on out will be Avery Nielsen and B. Manfredi. Manfredi's on the puck right now. Flips it, and they're going to get an offside call. Nope, they're going to say it's okay, I think. Yes. That one goes right down in front of the official. Watch your life pass before your eyes as that puck came flying through. Over on the far side board, Southwest United trying to bring it through the neutral zone and manages to do so. Back into the Woodstock out end, sends it, and that one goes to the right side and high behind Hatch. Centaurs had a chance maybe to get something going. Olivia Cessalini could not control the puck. Picked up there by Southwest United. Over to the far side, Yelena Jean has that puck taken away. Back behind the net for as Velke will watch. Her teammate picked that one up. Amarito sends it down into the neutral zone. This is Mia Auger skating on through. Auger trying to get something working back behind the net. Back the other way comes Southwest United. Still looking for our first goal. And we're almost halfway through the second period.
Woodstock possibly looking for their first shot of this period as well.
They are.
They
have not had a shot.
Any offense so far in this period.
Centaurs trying to get something going. They got 2-on-2 here. Shot. That was deflected by Biondo. Off of Biondo's stick. Never even got to Velke. Back out to the point, and that one's a shot and a save. Turn on it, could not get around on the rebounds. So the first shot by the Centaurs came off the stick, I do believe, of Evangeline Gursky out there at the point. Biondo sent in by the Centaurs, back behind the net. Worked in around the boards, tied up over on that side. Puck still tied up, now comes back out to the middle. Southwest tries to clear, but cannot do so. Biondo keeps it in. Sends it back behind the net.
Cut in front.
And I didn't see a shot there.
Swing and miss.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was a slightly deflected.
I just saw a head from me.
She was open in front of the goal.
Unfortunately, we're down back behind the benches, and sometimes you get a little bit of an obstructed view, which is what I had on that one. With the sent for the Carly Thompson for Southwest United. Sends it along to the near side boards once again. It's tied up over there by about 2 or 3 players. The puck now comes back behind the net, taken out of there by the Southwest United squad. They send it down the ice. Chasing after it is Newman. Newman back behind the net, tied up. Puck comes loose, back out to the point. Sent back in by Maya Abraham. Back out at the blue line, sends it back in. Now it comes out of the blue line area, back into the neutral zone. Little bit of a rush here for the Centaurs if they can gather it together. Velke has to stop that one off the stick of Summer Discordia.
Yeah, good job by Velke covering that because Carnes was coming in looking for a rebound.
Yeah, her and Discordia both coming in. One on the left and one on the right. Discordia chose to take the shot. Velke did a nice job of covering. Face off to the left side of Velke, 6:02. Left to go here for the second period from the Jan Ice Rink at the Pomfret School. Some changes for Southwest United, a little late but in time. Face off, that will be sent down the far side boards, picked up and sent in the other way. Back behind the net it goes. On this one was number 12, Levantokis Tacos. Get the word right. I think the cold air is getting to the tongue. That one goes, it was going by Velke. She just gloved it to make sure there was nobody on the other side. So it'll be a face-off to the right side of Velke. Ellery Sampson to take it for Woodstock Academy. And that puck comes loose. Down over on those backside boards is where it goes. Again, tied up over there. They love to tie up in that corner where nobody can see from here. Yeah. Over onto the other side now. I like that corner better. Picked up there by Ellery. Well, Ellery cannot, but they keep it in. Did not allow it to go out. No, maybe they did.
It snuck past.
Yeah,
snuck out.
Maybe they did enough to get the offside call. It'll be a face-off outside the blue line.
Woodstock did sustain a little bit of pressure there for the last few minutes.
Got a couple of shots. Right now it's only 4-2 in shots. Neither team has exactly been very productive offensively here in this second period. Back to the center of the ice, kicked in by Woodstock Academy. They'll wave off any offside there. As the puck comes back along the near side boards, that one was turned aside by Velke. Picked up again. That was way to the left side of Velke. Just more or less of a toss-in by B-Man Freddie.
Throwing it at the goal and hoping for a deflection of some sort.
Yep, didn't get anything. Puck comes back out dangerously onto Manfredi's stick, but it was deflected before it got home, or even near Velke. And back come the Southwest United team the other way. Kira Bryant on the puck. Back to behind, and now reaching up and grabbing it out of the air is Josie Hatch. Be a face-off to the left side of Hatch. 4.5 to play. Lots of new bodies coming onto the ice. If you have a bonfire you could build, I could use one right now, you know?
It's setting in a little. That's
yeah, it
for
is.
sure.
It's getting a little chilly in here. It's not much warmer outside from what I understand. So. On the puck that time, Southwest United trying to keep it inside the blue line. They are successful in so doing. Back to the backside boards, now along the far side boards, and it's a little bit of a break. 3-on-3, but they get tied up once again and going down with Summer Discordia as she came over. She gets back on it and sends it back in. I don't think that got to Velke. I think he got taken before it got to Velke. Right back behind the net it goes again. Biondo trying to work on it. Puck goes back up in the air. And the Centaurs send it back, kind of disrupted. Still on the far side boards.
Yeah, just unable to deliver that crisp pass to an open player in front of the goal.
Either team.
Yeah.
I mean, neither team, and that the goal dislodged, the net dislodged. Neither team has really had a really sustained offensive attack.
No, they haven't. Give the defense of both teams some credit. They've made things difficult.
But I also don't think you really see that.
Execution?
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. There's not a lot of timing going on. It's a lot of one-on-one. You know, you'd almost like this is almost like ISO in basketball, if you know what I'm saying, because they're looking for their shot, and they're not really neither team really working great together right now. With the puck of the Centaurs, for example, you throw it out there and you hope that one of your the right player with the right stick is where it gets to. Back behind the net it goes. Picked up by Southwest United. That's going to dislodge the net. And we may have a penalty on this one as well. Going back the other way is Southwest, and now they're going to call the penalty. As coming over will be Macy Karani for the Centaurs on the penalty there. Colin, what was that penalty? Did you see, Tripp? I didn't see it.
That would be a good guess.
Was something to that effect because a player did go flying into the net. So a power play for the second time today for Southwest United. It comes at the 3:10 mark here in the second period. Only two cross-check. Okay, good. Only two penalties so far, both of them against the Centaurs.
Yeah, and the other one was very early in the first period.
Yep. Centaurs have not had the benefit of a penalty yet or a power play that resulted out of that. Sampson on the face-off against Hannah Newman. As we're all set here to we are all set to get back underway. 3:10. Left to go here in this second period. The puck comes loose. It'll come back over. And that one eludes the Southwest defensive player at the point. rolls all the way down the ice. He'll be picked up by Southwest United before the Centaurs can get back there. But that's a good move by the Centaurs on the power
play. Good way to start off the kill.
Absolutely. Hannah Newman on the puck for Southwest. Sends it across over to Allie Leonard. Leonard just kind of wobbled it down onto the backside boards. Centaurs battling with it with Southwest United. That one is going to be just sent down the ice by the Centaurs. And Velke, that one almost snuck underneath the pads, to be honest. You kind of almost got to give a shot on that one.
That had as much speed as any other shot that's gone on goal today.
I would agree. That one had a chance of getting underneath the knee, I think. Along the near side boards, the puck goes behind the net. Back to the other side where it is picked up by Southwest United. Hatch has to watch. Fortunately, the puck got knocked away and sent all the way down the ice. Under a minute left in the power play. Under 2 minutes left here in the second period.
Yeah, Southwest United hasn't really been able to set up anything here on this power play.
No. Neither team really has been able to set up much anything offensively.
You are correct.
You know, I hate to say it, but that shot 3/4 of the ice was probably the best shot we saw today so far. Pretty close.
The hardest one, perhaps.
Okay, the hardest one. I'll give it that. And did they get that one to go?
Trickled in.
It did trickle in.
I think that was Hannah Newman
Yeah,
there.
it was credit. Number 11, yes. Hannah Newman who gets the goal for Southwest United. It comes at the 131 mark, or 131 left, which leaves it as a 13:29 mark. How does that sound here?
Yeah, she was left open in front of the goal and just kind of poked it in, popped up in the air.
11-10 and 3.
11-10 and 3. Okay, thank you very much.
On the assists.
Yep. 1-0 lead for Southwest United. Comes at 131 left. And again, it came out of nowhere. That one gets by Velke, had to switch to the other side. Shot is sent in front. Puck gets knocked away. Southwest United chips it over to the far side boards. Rolls it along. Picked up there by Levantakos. Puck is tied up over there for a little bit. Now it comes to the near side. Macy Karate. It's a power play goal as well for Southwest United. Biondo trying to get something going here. Biondo back behind the net. Picked up there by the Centaurs. B. Manfredi tried to keep it in. B. Manfredi now has to bring it back to the neutral zone. Her teammates have to retreat. Picked up there by Bryant, and we've got another call. This one will be another cross check. Yep. And it will be on whom?
It'll be on Carly Thompson.
Carly Thompson, okay. So the first power play for the Centaurs comes at the 37-second mark.
This will carry over to the next period if they don't score.
So the face-off to the right side of Velke. Summer Discordia taking it for the Centaurs. Gets pushed over to the near side boards, then it rolls behind there. Back behind the net, all the way around to the far side. That one's deflected before it can go anywhere. The two players literally tied up on sticks. Sophia Bonner trying to track this one down. Trying to get it out of her own end with 18 seconds to play in the period. Macy Karate right in front of us, goes the other way with it. Mia Auger has to track this one down deep in her own territory. 8 seconds to play here in the second period. Turning on it was Salerno, picked up there by Bonner. Bonner trying to bring it in. The nice thing is at least the Centaurs caused Southwest United to play a little defense there on the power play. Or at least started to get something generated on the power play is probably a better way of looking at it. So we've played 2 periods of hockey, and the Woodstock Academy Centaurs trail Southwest United by the score of 1-0. We'll be back with more from the Jan Ice Rink right after this.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology, almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Creating art is a different skill set as opposed to the world of academia. It serves as a kind of playground for creativity that not only provides diversity in my life, but is also something I can then use to progress my other studies. Although one of my greatest joys is acquiring knowledge through my studies, it becomes easier to feel like a machine. Art, creating, brings back the humanity in society. It is a kind of communication that is internationally understood. My name is Maya Fraga. I'm a senior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future-centaurs.
And we welcome you back to the Jan Ice Ring. Zamboni machine on the ice as we get ready for the first or second ice cut of the day. Eric Roy should be joining us here shortly, the Woodstock Academy head coach. Here he comes now. So we'll be talking to him between periods here. 1-0. Southwest United right now leads the Centaurs after a goal there by Newman just at the end of the second period. Eric? Certainly an interesting game so far. There's no doubt about that. A very even game for the most part. Unfortunately, they snuck one in on you there.
They snuck one in on the end on the power play. Unlucky. But like you said, it's even, back and forth. Everyone's got chances. I don't know the shots, but I guarantee it's close.
Very close. 5-5 there in the second period.
So we're out being outshot by one. I mean, the chances... We could do a little better. We have shots, but not scoring chances.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think we were talking about, Dan Vogt and I were talking about was, we're seeing some shots. We're not seeing a lot of combinations. No. We're almost seeing like ISO plays. Yeah. And, everybody trying to take it on their own. Do you need to get that team work together on the offensive end?
We told them coming into the game, I knew Masick was good defensively, but left the points open. So the game plan was to go around the net and bring it to the points, which we're doing, but you can wrap it around. You don't have to do all the stick work to get down there. So that's going to be what we hone in on in the locker room.
And Zabiondo was even, when we had her on in between periods, she says, we're 1 second late on our shots.
We hold on to it just that one little bit too long. I don't know if they're looking for the perfect shot or if they're not ready, but we're holding on to it just a second too much.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Because we're in the right spots.
You're in the right spots. You have the production possibilities. Yep. It's just not clicking.
And Masick, they do a good job of clogging it up, so it's tough. Once you get that one move, they're all there. So it's just one next dish or shoot sooner.
Has this been, you only have one goal this season. It's just your third game. Has this been a consistent issue?
It's been consistent. We're not sure what to do in the offensive zone, but if you were to come here on a practice day, they're going bar down. You got all sorts of moves. So I don't know what happens on game day.
It's interesting. And you did lose Sofia Gouveia.
Yes.
You lost that big scorer. Does that impact that a little bit?
At the beginning of the season, I would have said no because you look at practice, they can all shoot, but here it's just a confidence thing. And I think it's going to be the avalanche effect. Once one goes in, I think there's going to be 6, 7, 8. It's just going to go. They're just going to feed off each other.
Yeah, definitely something we talked about, too, the kind of breaking through phase and then everyone relax a little bit. A few times, especially early in the first period, you had a player open in front of the net and we're just not able to deliver that pass to them. Is that just a difficult pass to make from behind the goal? Are they tied up or?
It's a tough pass because they hone in on the house, we call it, in front of the net. They're there. You've got to find that hole to feed it through, and we're looking. Our first look's the point. And then the slot, and they have the slot covered pretty darn well.
Yeah, they do. There's no question about that.
They're defensively defensively sound. So
yeah,
it's
and a
tough
few
to-
times you've got it to the point and they've had an open look and they just kind of whiffed on the shot or didn't get much on the shot. I think, getting a little more on those shots
a
is
little
going
more
to be
on
key.
the shot. I think they're so open, they're confused. We usually don't see that.
It makes sense that you have that. There's
You're
no
like,
question. Defensively, you've been playing pretty well, though.
Defensively, I've been impressed. We've protected them well. Josie hasn't seen many shots. Just that was a fluke power play goal. Just
Yeah, that's one that's going to
unlucky
sneak.
bounce.
Yep. And it does happen. I didn't even see it. It was hard. It was hard to see from
I
where
didn't
we
see
were.
what happened. I just saw them throw it up, and next
thing you know was.
Yep.
You almost had a goal. I mean, that shot from the other side of the rink. That one was pretty.
I don't know if we could call that a scoring chance.
Unfortunately, it might be one of the better ones we've had so far, but was one of the harder ones that has been taken. And I think that's where Dan and I both went that's what we need to see is a few more hard shots.
Yeah. And they have them. So
Yep.
it's just a confidence thing. And I think once they see one go in, the confidence will build.
I know you got to get back to talk to the team, but real quick, are you happy with what you've been seeing? You've got to get that win. You got to get those goals. But are you seeing progression?
We see the effort. We see the progression. We see the chemistry, the gelling. It's just like I said, once it happens, it's going to go. We just got to get over that hump.
Got to get over the hump sometime. So thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Coach.
Eric Roy, the head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, here in between periods, as we are in between the second and third. 1-0 right now in favor of Southwest United on the goal by Hannah Newman, the only goal we've seen so far on the power play with just 1:31 left in the second period. That was the toughest part of all.
The good news for Woodstock is they're going to start this third period on a power play, so with almost over a minute of power play time, so a chance to get the equalizer right off the get-go.
Might be nice to have. Give them some momentum. There's no question. We're going to be back, and we're going to have that third period of play when we return to the Jan Ice Rink right after this.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The Mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the Mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The Mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the Mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And holiday deals are going on right now at Busquets Appliances, like these Scratch and Dent specials. French door refrigerators start at $8.79. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $5.75. Dishwashers start at $2.99. And over-the-range microwaves start at $150. I think I know what it's like to be in a side-by-side freezer right now. That's
you're side-by-side freezing right now.
Exactly. We are side-by-side freezing here at the Jan Ice Rink at Pomfret School. Bundle up if you're coming out here. Right now, a 1-0 lead for Southwest United over Woodstock Academy. We do have a score as well from the East Haven game. Woodstock taking on East Haven in boys hockey down there at the DeLungo Rink in East Haven. And it's 1-0 East Haven in 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, tough matchup for the boys today, no doubt about that.
Centaurs still looking for their first goal of the season. That's the other thing. Their offense has also been sporadic, if that. And both teams trying to find that sweet spot, if you will, offensively.
Yeah, it's tough to win if you don't score goals.
Yeah, makes it difficult. So from that point of view, both of these teams trying to figure it all out offensively. And, Coach, Eric Correa was basically stating what we've been stating.
Yeah.
He's seeing the same thing. It's just no combinations being worked on right now.
Yeah, it's been a pretty even game, that's for sure. And like I said, they start the power play here right off the get-go. I think you got to look for maybe one of your seniors to come through here.
Just looking for something to happen here, just looking for that to break the ice, so to speak. I know we use that pun, but to break the ice, just to get things going and get things moving. And maybe if you do once, you get that confidence to do so again, and that's how it works.
Yeah, and you talked about that ISO. It's sometimes that happens when you're pressuring. When you're pushing, you're pressuring because you're trying to make something happen, and instead of just relaxing and playing the team game.
That's what they're going to try to do, is relax a little bit, and they need to get the equalizer relatively quickly. You'd like to see them get the equalizer here in the power play. We'll see. They have about a minute left in that power play as we get ready here for third period action from the Jan Ice Rink at the Pomfret School. Centaurs back in action on Monday, right back here at the Jan Ice Rink against Wilton, another school that has to drive about 8 hours to get here. Wilton, you don't get there from here. I've been there once. I don't think I've ever gone back for that reason. It's not because I don't like the school. It's just because that ride is impeccably bad.
Yeah, down 95.
95 and then up.
And then up, yeah. Yeah, we played baseball there one year.
Yeah, you don't want to go back. It's just a long ride. With the puck, the Centaurs win the faceoff. Mia Auger back into the neutral zone, tried to get to Biondo. Southwest United slaps it back the other way. Auger keeps it in the zone. Works it around those boards, but Southwest United takes it and rolls it around the boards. Sophia Bonner picks it up for Woodstock Academy right in front, picked up, however, by Southwest and cleared. All the way down the ice. Then we have another one where you gotta say, guess what? That's a shot and a save. Oh, no, it wasn't a great shot and a save, but technically, because that was on goal.
Yeah, that puck down here at this end came loose for a second, but just nobody for Woodstock around to get a stick on it.
As with it is Summer Discordia, but she's taken off the puck. It comes back the other way, and they'll have to track it all down. 37 seconds left in the power play. And back behind the net are the Centaurs, their own net, that is. Along the boards, here's Hannah Newman, who has the only goal in the game so far. She just launches it down the far side boards, works its way around, caroms its way back into the neutral zone, taken away by Hannah Newman, back into the middle. Neutral zone with Biondo picks it up. Biondo, one-on-one, or maybe, works her way around. Again, there's nobody there really to help very much. Now someone comes over and gives a little helping hand as it gets tied up, picked up at the point. Ooh. That's a shot and a save by Velke. And it'll be picked up by Southwest United. The power play is over. That wasn't a bad shot off the stick.
I tell you what, Mia Auger put it up in the air. We haven't seen a lot of shots get off the ice.
No.
That one actually got up top shelf there.
And Velke was able to knock it down.
Yeah, I think it threw Velke off for a second.
So the face-off will be to the left side of Velke. 1-0 to score in favor of Southwest United. Even now, once again, power play is over. Sampson was on that face-off. Back behind the net it was. Leonard just sent it back around to the near side board. Centaurs able to keep it in, back along behind the net. Picked up there by Southwest United. They work it back the other way. Near side boards once again. Back the other way we go to the far side. Picked up by Southwest United briefly. Sent back in by the Centaurs. Avery Carnes got a stick on it. But Southwest sends it all the way down.
Yeah, Sampson got a shot off there that went up high.
Yeah.
Just deflected wide.
Sampson to Leskoll. Leskoll again directed wide. Just kind of reached in front. That could put it in front. Velke touched it, but it's not a shot. Velke just redirected it.
No, but you feel like Woodstock's close here.
Yeah, you get an idea that maybe something can start to happen. B-man Freddie on the puck right now, but she left it behind. Southwest United tries to keep it in. Cannot. Here's Avery Carnes to Sampson. Puck up in the air, comes down to Southwest United. Back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Hannah Newman. Newman trying to guide her way through. That's a shot, not a hard shot, but a save by Josie Hatch. That's one I might have been able to stop.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to throw pucks on the goal and just hope for a lucky deflection or something like that. And when you're not generating offense, sometimes that's the best you can do.
Back into the neutral zone. Centaurs skating after it, and I think we have an icing call. Yes. So the face-off will go back the other way. 12 minutes left in the game. 1-0 lead for Southwest United over the Centaurs. Centaurs looking for their first win. They come in with an 0-2 record. Meanwhile, Southwest United looks for their third consecutive victory. 2-0 coming into this one after wins over Trumbull and West Haven. That puck is deflected. Picked up by Southwest United. Back the other way we go. As Peyton Salerno just sent it into the near side boards, hoping to kind of get a good rebound. Did not get it. Picked up by the Centaurs. They flip it in. That one Velke watches going to the backside by Sophie Sherman. Puck comes back out. Almost picked off there by Gursky, but she can't get to it. However, Mia Auger on it before it got back to Josie Hatch. Auger sends it along the far side board, sent back in, and Hatch has to cover it up. After that one, Wobbler was sent in by Southwest United.
Woodstocks look like they've made a concerted effort to try to get some of these shots up in the air. Unsuccessful in scoring, but they've gotten some pucks up in the air, and that might pay off later on.
Face off to the left side of Hatch. Puck is down, back out to the point. Deflected again. Picked up by Southwest United. Sent back into the zone. Sophia Bonner will pick it up for the Centaurs. Bonner back behind Hatch. Over on that far side. Picked up by Southwest United. Back to the blue line in the neutral zone. Back the other way we go with Hannah Newman. Newman just sends that one off the boards. Along the boards. Back to the point. Kept in by Southwest United. That's all Southwest United has to do right now, is keep the puck on the other side of the ice, and you're half the battle. But can they do so is the question, as here comes a rush by the Centaurs. Macy Karate leaves it behind for Bonner. Bonner gets that one deflected away, and Leonard, I think, was able to clear at least temporarily. Discordia kept it in. That puck went by to the right side of Velke. Back the other way we go. Well, maybe not. Centaurs able to keep it in. Little scrum down there for the puck in that on the near side boards. Still being fought for, still being battled over. Back behind the net. Velke watches it go by. Discordia on it for the Centaurs. Sent it in. Never got to Velke because Leonard got there first. Little whiff by the Centaurs, and the puck comes loose and up the far side boards. And it's set, and Southwest United trying to keep it in where they get the face-off for the offside. They wave off the offside. Biondo with the puck for the Centaurs. Biondo had her pocket picked by Newman. Centaurs trying to keep it in. Ellery Sampson and Biondo. Biondo had that one, and I think that one Velke got to cover it up.
Yeah, she did. Nice little wrist shot. Just a tough angle for Biondo there.
I actually don't even know if we'll give her the shot.
Yeah,
But it was actually on the other side of the net, I think, over on the corner. And Velke just wanted to make sure that there was no rebound from it.
She tried to beat her on near side there. Got a good little wrister off.
Face off to the right of Velke. Sent back in. Well, no, not sent back in because it was knocked out by Southwest United. That deflection going all the way down the ice. No icing. Sherman was trying to send it up to Lesgault. Lesgault just puts it along the boards to the back, and Velke's going to cover this one up again just because she had a couple of Centaurs coming in. And the face-off will be to the left side of Velke. 9:13 to go in the game. I think we're already done the first period in New East Haven. Was that a shot, by the way?
It went on goal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of right off the face-off, though. Just scooted from the face-off right onto the goal.
There's another one. There's another one that kind of scooted right onto
yeah.
the goal. A little bit closer.
Handcuffed Velke a little bit there,
Yeah.
but couldn't quite score it in.
So a couple of shots by Woodstock Academy there off the face-off. Ellery Sampson trying to take advantage.
They've had the puck in here for a bit, last couple of minutes.
So as you say that,
as they say,
here comes the break. Newman over the blue line for Southwest United in front, but she had nobody there, and then it did get rebounded back, and Hatch had to cover it up.
Yeah, Newman made a nice little ISO move and then just dumped it in front of the goal, and there was initially nobody there, but it hung out there long enough for somebody to get
Somebody
there.
got a stick on it.
Yeah.
And, Hatch had to cover it. So they have played one period at East Haven, then the Centaurs trail East Haven by a score of 1-0 in a boys hockey contest going on concurrently now.
Still looking for that first goal.
Yeah. So the Centaurs girls have won, but that's all they've had all season, and they're still looking for their first one here, and there'll be an icing call. So face-off will go all the way back to the other end. 8.5 left to play in this game.
Woodstock definitely has had the better opportunities in this third period so far, however.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Couple of shots that had chances, including one right off a face-off. Even though the shots are even at 4 apiece. Southwest United enjoys a one-shot advantage in that regard. It's been pretty close for the most part. That one's going to be a shot and a save. This Hatch had to cover up on that one.
Woodstock's definitely going to have to start playing with a little sense of urgency.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Maybe take a few chances.
Got to get a puck in the net, and that's just not been an easy task to accomplish. Puck comes through the neutral zone, and where it's picked up by Leonard. Leonard tried to turn around and make it go the other way, and now it pops loose right in front. They try to tie up Velke, almost had her tied up, but the puck went harmlessly to her right. Back over Biondo, as I think that's Biondo, trying to get out of there, and instead Southwest United just kind of sends it down the ice.
Yeah.
That might be an icing call if it gets there, and it will be.
Velke reached out and tried to pull the puck back in with her stick, but wasn't able to corral it.
But fortunately, and there's a lot of bodies in front of her, and she got fortunate that it was just too far to the right for anybody really to get to.
I kind of feel like one of these has got to bounce Woodstock's way at some point.
Yeah, you'd like to get a bounce. Haven't seen many of those. 1-0 lead for Southwest United here in the third period. Puck again tied up along the near side boards, now sent across, where it will be picked up by Biondo. Biondo left it behind her. That's Summer Discordia, but that puck gets loose. Back at the point, they send in. That one goes to the right side of Velke. Sent back in by the Centaurs again. They are playing with seemingly more urgency here and more aggressiveness for sure.
Definitely aggressive, yeah.
Southwest clears from behind their own net. Centaurs, however, able to keep it in. Here's one from the point. Justin, actually more of the slot for Biondo, and was turned aside by Velke.
Yeah, another one of those just not able to get much on it.
Tied up just underneath the camera of Brad O'Connor down there. He's got a bird's eye view on this one. Conchabar Productions giving us a great camera angle there as the puck was tied up. Southwest United able to clear it. Sends it all the way down the ice. No icing on this one.
A line shift, however.
6:43 left to go. Picked up in the neutral zone by the Centaurs. And with the puck is Macy Karate. Tried to get it to Grace Lesgault, who was coming on. Could not. Sent the other way. Chasing it down will be Leventakos. But before she got there, icing was called.
She had a good burst there, but it was a little late.
Trying to track it down. So the faceoff going the other way. Down by Velke again.
Woodstock down to a little under 6.5 minutes to get the equalizer here.
To the right side of Velke is where they'll start from. Comes down over to Ellery Sampson on the far side. Look at that tie-up. It's almost like Interstate 95 during rush hour. It's like 5 or 6 people down there. Pops out finally to the Centaurs. Deflected before it got anywhere. Picked up by Lesgault briefly. Lots of bodies on the ground still. He picked up by the Centaurs. Then by Southwest. And they just clear it down those far side boards.
Yeah, Southwest has kind of gone into like a power play kill type of defense here.
Yeah, just keep them away. Kill clock, keep them away from the net.
In.
Make it hard for them to score. On the puck there was Avery Carnes. Pops back out. Southwest again just clears it. This one will roll all the way back. Will they get the icing on this one? The answer is no. Centaurs trying to get it back into the neutral zone and back into the Southwest end, but fail in doing so as back comes Southwest. On the puck was Josie Pethrick, back into the neutral zone. They send it back into the Woodstock end. Picked up by the Centaurs, kept in by Southwest, at least temporarily. Picked up by the defense. They send it along the near side boards. Hannah Newman had it, lost it. Picked up by the Centaurs. Back the other way we go is Sophie Sherman. She'll send it down the ice. Picked up by Gursky for the Centaurs briefly, knocked off the puck. Mia Auger in the neutral zone. Back down behind the net. Picked up by the Centaurs. In front it rolls by. That was like in slow motion.
Unable to corral it, yeah.
Yeah. This one might be an icing call and will be. Be another face-off down the other end. Time running out, however, on the Centaurs. 4.5 to play. Just not able to find the equalizer here. .434 left in this game.
Southwest United, no stranger playing close games. The first 2 games both went to overtime.
Yeah, 2-1. That one goes popped high up in the air. Be picked up by Southwest. Stopped at right at the center line by the Centaurs. Back the other way with Macy Karate, and we may have offside, and indeed we do.
Just couldn't quite hold it.
So it'll be a face-off outside the blue line.
One thing Woodstock's done pretty well today is keep the puck in their offensive zone for an
I agree.
extended period. Just hasn't resulted in the opportunities.
Yeah, just can't find the combos. Southwest United. Picked up there by, right at the point by the Centaurs. Gursky sent it in. Sent wide, I think, by Velke.
Deflected wide,
yep.
yeah.
Puck comes back behind the net. Auger tried to keep it in. They do succeed in doing that. Karate went right between the skates. Back behind the net. Picked up there by Southwest United. Trying to get it out of their own end. Still can't get it out of their own end. Picked up there. Gursky again. That one goes high. It was knocked up in the air by Velke. I think she hit it with her stick. Straight up in the air.
Keeping it in.
They do keep it in with Biondo. Now to Karate. Again, the puck back out front. Shot from long. That was deflected in front. Never got to Velke. Sent in by Gursky. It's up in the air again. Knocked down by the Centaurs. Sent in by Auger. It goes to the right side. And the Southwest United squad tried to clear, and they get it at least back to the neutral zone with 3 minutes left to play in regulation. Picked up here by Biondo. Briefly. Southwest gets the puck. Southwest playing a prevent defense, if you ask me. Kind of staying back, hanging back. Don't go full committal. Protect your goalie.
That's working for him so far.
Well, you got a 1-0 lead. You can play that game now with 2.5 to play. Southwest just kind of flips it in, and Hatch watches it just go harmlessly over to the near side boards. Centaurs send it down the ice. It'll be picked up there by Hannah Newman. Little poke check there by Avery Carnes. Back it goes, and Hatch has to turn it aside. Been a couple of these shots. You look and you write them, you're just like, oh, I got to put the shot on that one.
Yeah, I think Hatch was smart not to cover that one, though, to keep the play going.
Less goal. Yeah, because otherwise you would have had face-off in your own end, et cetera, and you look like you might have an advantage coming out. Ellery Sampson couldn't control that one. Is picked up by Bonner at the point, sends it back down, tried to get it to Sampson. Chasing after it. The Centaurs trying to send it back in with Lucy Trudeau. Lucy has the only goal of the season for the Centaurs. Les Galt had that one pop up in the air on her. Deflected off a stick. Sampson with it over in that corner. Mia Auger sends it around, but it goes back behind the net. 1:34 to play in regulation. That one kind of rolls its way in front. Everybody's watching. That puck goes flying out of there up in the air and will go all the way back to the Woodstock end where Bonner retrieves and sends it. There's a lot of bodies in front there.
It looked like Sampson was trying to go to the backhand, kind of behind her body, and flip it up, and just couldn't get it in.
Yeah, she was fighting with it, and she never really she got it, but there was a player right behind her who got it off of her stick and never got to Velke. Southwest tries to just clear the zone. Minute to play, and we have a call.
Couldn't
offside.
Quite keep it in. Yeah, couldn't quite keep it in.
Offside call against the Centaurs, so it will be a face-off. And a timeout called by Woodstock Academy.
They're throwing everything they have out there.
Everything.
Good energy.
Everything in the book.
Yep.
58 seconds left to go. 1-0 in favor of Southwest United.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology, almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Centaurs call the timeout and pull the goalie.
Yep. You kind of got to.
You got it with 58 seconds left. That's what they did it for. 6-on-5. Sent in by Sampson. It gets deflected to the backside boards. Back behind. Picked up there by Karate. Turned on. It goes high up in the air. Auger tries to, but cannot get a stick on it. Auger sends it right in front, but it gets taken away by Southwest United. Up the boards. They work it. That's what they've got to do. They was touched. I do not think, and they will go icing. Yep. 32 seconds left.
Southwest United has done a good job in defending the front of the goal today.
So the face-off goes to the left side of Velke. With 32 seconds to play, Sampson on the face-off for the Centaurs. It rolls out of there right in front. Sent in and stopped by Velke off the shot by Discordia.
Got slightly deflected there. Took a little steam off of it.
And by the way, the 21st shot for the Centaurs today. Southwest United has 20. So it's flipped a little bit, but unfortunately Southwest had one go in. That puck comes out of that far side boards all the way up the ice and just eluded the post. It's an empty net, remember. 16 seconds to play. Biondo loses it. Picked up, whiffed on by Southwest United. Centaurs can breathe another one, and now another call. This one may have been in the back here. And will go against whom?
I do not know.
Or was it just offside? No, it is.
No, yeah.
It is a hook on Ellery Sampson, and she'll join us in the booth. So now it is 5-on-5 again. And you got to put Josie Hatch back in the net. With 7 seconds to go, the face-off just to the left, or right of Hatch, I should say. Puck behind the net, 3 seconds to go. They are able to keep it in 1 second. That will end the play as the Centaurs battle hard, but fall just short. A 1-0 win for Southwest United. The long trip made worth it, I guess you could say, with a 1-0 win over the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. We'll be back to wrap things up here from the Jan Ice Rink right after this.
Jewett City Savings Bank offers accounts that let you manage, spend, and save money the way you want. Plus, a team of neighbors you can turn to if you have questions or need support. It's the best of both worlds. To learn more or to open an account, visit us at jcsbank.com or stop by your nearest branch. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
And we welcome you back to the Jan Ice Rink. Joining us once again, Woodstock Academy head coach Eric Roy after a 1-0 loss to Southwest United. One of those you sit back and say, we had opportunity.
Oh, yeah. The opportunity. We stepped up in the third period. The chances were there. It just wasn't going in. Right now, the hockey gods aren't on our side.
No, this
2
just
1-0 losses and a 4-1 loss.
Oh, I know. And, Discordia's shot was on net. That was certainly a possibility. There were some other opportunities in there as well.
The chances were there in the third. We fought. As a coach, I had no complaints with the effort. It was all there. Defensively solid. Just got to put the puck in the net.
Yeah, I mean, is it going to be just working on that offense?
Oh, yeah. Offense, I don't even think we have a practice.
Yeah, because you got a game on Monday, you got a game on Tuesday, you got a game on Saturday, right?
It's just going to hem and haw on the offense. That's what it is.
And work in the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's our work right now. Just hopefully the shots will come. Maybe Christmas they'll get some goals.
That'd be nice.
Are you happy the girls gave everything they had? I mean, they left it all on the ice there. You can't be disappointed with that effort.
We don't walk out of here hanging our heads. That was good effort. Good. It just wasn't our day.
Wasn't the day, that's for sure. Eric, good luck over the next week or so. Forget about winter break. You're on winter work.
There's no break in hockey season.
No question. Eric Roy, the head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, thank you very much. And good luck next week during those 3 games that they have back to back, and then a couple of days, and then another one. Dan, thank you very much for joining us. 1-0 the final here. Brad O'Connor, of course, joining us up there on the in the crow's nest, as he likes to call it, for Oconchabar Productions. Our final was Southwest United 1, Woodstock Academy nothing. We can tell you that East Haven now leads Woodstock Academy in boys hockey by a score of 2-0, as they just scored in the second period. So 2-0 lead there. So we'll keep you up to date and we'll have something for you, of course, as we always do during our athletic announcements and everything like that. So for Dan Vogt, I'm Mark Allard, Brad O'Connor. We want you to have a great weekend. We're going into hibernation. We'll see you again on January 6th on Woodstock Academy Live when the Woodstock Academy Centaurs girls basketball team takes on Stonington. Happy holidays, everybody,
indeed.
and we'll see you again on January 6th.
You have been watching Woodstock Academy Live. This copyrighted webcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without authorized written consent of the Woodstock Academy. The Woodstock Academy would like to thank all our fans for your support, and we hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Today's game has been brought to you by
Jewett City Savings Bank, a member FDIC.
Girardi Insurance Services. The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. The Mansion at Bald Hill. And Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic, with production support provided by O'Contrabar Productions, LLC. Remember, today's broadcast is available to be seen on woodstockacademy.org/live. This has been a production of the Woodstock Academy.